c'est l'amour. Je me suis demandé d'où venait cette image. Yeah, yeah. L'ange devant mes yeux n'était pas une image. Elle a fermé les yeux, elle s'est approchée. Et je me suis penché, on s'est embrassé. L'image du soleil brillait dans ma tête. Elle allait, elle venait comme bon lui semblait. C'est certainement pour ça que je pensais voler. Pour soigner mes blessures, elle a posé ses lèvres. Après ça, le voleur avait cet air-là. Mi amor, ay amor, ay amor, mi amor, ay amor, ay amor, c'est l'amour. C'est l'amour.
Mon soleil éclaire mes jours, mes vies. Tu es mon soleil, tu es là.
Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Real Estate Talk. I'm your host, Marian Johnfin. This morning, it's a privilege to be back in the studio again. I apologize for last week not having a live guest for unforeseen circumstances. So, but this morning we are in studio, and I have with me Mr. Nigel Shillingford from Massey United Insurance, and our topic this morning, we are discussing real estate and insurance. What is that? Why should you have insurance for your real estate? Why should you cover your real estate investment? So when we come back, we'll look into that, and stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Real Estate Talk with host Marian Johnfin, the real estate lady, the best source for all your real estate needs. Real Estate Talk is aired on the big station Q95 FM every Tuesday morning from 10:15 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Real Estate Talk is talking primarily on all things real estate, commercial and residential. We talk about the real estate market. We talk about the market conditions for buying and selling. We talk about choosing a professional real estate agent. We talk about financing your purchase and finding the right property. We engage the experts with specific roles in the process of buying and selling real estate. Real Estate Talk every Tuesday on Q95 FM from 10:15 a.m. with host Marian Johnfin.
Welcome back. This is Real Estate Talk. As I said before we take the break, that we'll be discussing real estate and insurance coverage. Having a real estate, for most of us, or for all of us, real estate is a big investment, and you want to ensure that when you have something that is so valuable, that it is protected, it is covered in the event of loss, in the event of damages. You want to ensure that you can recoup what you've lost somehow, and real estate and insurance is one of the ways that can help you to recoup what you've lost for your real estate. And this morning with me, I have Nigel Shillingford. Good morning, and he's with Massey United Insurance. Massey United Insurance. So Nigel, welcome to Real Estate Talk.
Thank you for having me this morning, and good morning to everybody listening and those watching via stream.
Yeah.
So it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm here to talk to you all about Mass United Insurance. We've since been rebranded as Mass United Insurance, but you all would have known us better as United Insurance.
Okay, but before, tell us your position at Massey United Insurance. What do you do there?
Well, at Mass United Insurance, I wear a couple different hats. I deal with claims, I deal with the customers, I also make visits to sites, and I also do most of the marketing coordination around the island, because we have three branches, actually.
Right.
There are 3 offices. I belong to CIM Jupini Inc., and there's LA Jupini, and there's also JB Charles. So I coordinate all marketing efforts around the 3
The
of them.
3 of them. Okay.
Correct.
Do you enjoy what you do? Do you enjoy?
Yes, I do. I do. My real passion is actually getting to be the marketing side of it and engaging people. And
I love the feel.
Yeah.
Because you meet people, it's excited. You know, you learn stuff and you come up with new ideas.
It's very dynamic.
You've just for a number of years you've been United. Everybody's in United Insurance. Tell us why the name change. Why?
Well, the name changed because we became a part of the Neil and Massey Group in the year 2008. It's been a while before. It took a little while before the name change took effect, but it's been rolling out through the Caribbean. So now it's finally taken hold in Dominica, and we chose the name to put the name Massey to represent the new identity. And you'll also notice we have a new logo with some bright, vibrant colors. So there's a little bit of a change in the look and the feel, but it's a definite change for the better.
Are people? Is the population or the clients receiving it? Are they okay with that?
Yeah, people are receiving it very well because they know that it's with Massey, which was known before as Neil and Massey.
Okay.
Out of Trinidad. With Massey, you know, it's a large regional company. So with them comes a lot of strength on our part, you know. Like what I like to tell people is we used to have a phrase back when we were called United Insurance. You would say you were in safe hands with United.
Yes.
So I tell people now those safe hands just got bigger.
They get a safer hands.
Yes. So there's a lot bigger so we can carry more load.
Would that affect the policy? Is that affecting the policy?
No, it doesn't affect the policy in the sense that it's the same great policy you would get. You get the same great policy, the same great service, the same reliable response. It's just that with Massey now we are able to go that much further. We are able to respond fast, and we have that much of a wider reach because Massey being a regional conglomerate, we can now pull resources from throughout the Caribbean, so that really strengthens the company and puts us in a better situation and a position to deal with anything nature might throw at us.
So is Massey a reinsuring company, a reinsurer, or are they bearing the risk themselves?
Massey is not a reinsurer. It's more or less our parent company.
A parent company.
Right. We are part of the what we'd call the Massey ecosystem for the Caribbean, because Massey has many different branches of business. They have shipping, they're into pharmaceuticals, they also have stores throughout Trinidad and Barbados. They do motor sales, so you know, insurance is one cog of a very big wheel. So they're not our reinsurers. Our reinsurers are AO and Benefield, but they are a parent company. Yes.
Okay. What are some of the insure coverage that do you provide? What are some of the base policies that do you provide?
We provide a lot of policies.
I'm speaking of real estate. When I speak real estate.
So then you would be really interested in real estate coverage, like the fire and peril coverage, the home. What we have. We call it now the Home Pro Insurance.
Home Pro?
Yes.
Explain that.
Home Pro Insurance is basically your homeowner's insurance. So it would cover you. It covers your home against fire, hurricane,
floods.
Floods, and your usual peril. I mean, a lot of these, and you can also add on things to the policy. So if you want to,
you can say I want this one.
If you want to build a gazebo in your yard, then you can add that onto your policy. Or if you want some other external risk that may not be usual, but you live in an area that might be prone to certain things.
Landslide.
Yeah, you can also.
Let's say that. So one can come to you and say, okay, I need insurance for my property, but I want so tick off. There are choices. What is it? What they can?
Yeah, there are choices. I mean, the basic unit plan is very not unit plan. Home Pro is very comprehensive.
Comprehensive
on its own. When you come to the office, we discuss. You get a look, and you can see all what it offers, and you would realize a very comprehensive package. But there might be one or two things that you may want a little extra attention paid to.
Right.
Because some people will
based on what your property is, how you is built, and what's the content,
what you value,
in
fact, your lifestyle. I mean, you may, like I said, the same thing as the like you may have a gazebo that has a lot of sentimental value to you.
Or you put a lot of money into that, and you want to ensure that
you want to include that into the policy, so that anything happens to it, you can rebuild that gazebo. You don't really have to stand there scratching your head what to do next.
Okay, what are some of in Dominica? What are some of the basic insurance of what most people are going for in Dominica? Let's think about that, and let's take a break, and when we come back we will discuss more as to the types of insurance that most of us are common in Dominica. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
The NCCU continues to transform personal financial services in Dominica, helping you accomplish your long or short-term financial goals. It's your financial solution to increasing your assets, pursuing successful career opportunities with mortgage loans, vehicle or land purchase, debt consolidation, loans to further education, medical or domestic expenses, not forgetting our now for now or quick cash loans. Accomplish your goals, realize your dreams. Visit any NCCU branch today and get your loan solution advantage.
Time to sleep, darling.
Dad, are there any monsters under the bed?
Not while I'm here. You're safe and sound.
Feeling cared for, protected, and secure. It's a feeling that every Massey United Insurance customer knows. After all, they're in the same safe hands, protected by our financial strength, stability, and experience, and cared for by our team. Now, all our customers are even more secure with the sound strength of Massey. It's a great feeling. Massey United Insurance. To learn more, contact our agents, JB Charles and Company Limited at 448-2876, CAM Dupini Inc. at 448-3012, and LA Dupini and Company Limited at 448-2310.
Castaways Development Limited residential lots for sale at only $10 per square feet. Average size 8,000 square feet. All infrastructures available. Most lots with awesome ocean view. Just a minute walk away from the black, silky, sandy beach of Miro, one of Dominica's most beautiful and popular beaches. Castaways Development Limited residential lots available. Contact Marianne Johnfin at 225-2121. Email mjohnfin@gmail.com. Website diamondrealtyde.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to Real Estate Talk with Marianne Johnfin, the real estate lady, the best source for all your real estate needs. And today we are talking real estate and insurance. We will discuss why should you get insurance to protect your investment. And before we take the break, we were discussing a little bit about some of the policies, the coverage that you offer. Can you continue and tell me some of the coverage that you are offering right now?
Yeah, some of the coverages we offer, besides those that relate directly to the home, we also do auto.
Yes.
Full comprehensive and third party for both private and commercial vehicles.
Right.
We have also indemnity.
Indemnity. Explain what is indemnity. Indemnity is, it has to do with in sickness.
Yeah, well, no. Indemnity is really more for in the line of professional work.
Professional work.
For professionals, well, like lawyers and doctors and so on. It's an insurance based on protecting you against things that would occur in your professional capacity, lawsuits and stuff like that. It would cover you against things like that. It's not very commonly used down here, but we started to get a lot more questions there about it. We also have another thing that's really popular here is the personal injury ones.
Yes.
Which you would find people with certain type of services.
Right.
You have cleaners who have staff.
Contractors.
Yes. Well, there's one for contractors. There's a different one for contractors as well. There's something called contractors all risk that is basically for the building. But when I talk about personal injury, I was more referring to, like I was using the example of cleaners.
Okay.
If you have a cleaner if you hire a cleaning service and you have staff, so you get that sort of insurance in case on the job somebody
slips,
falls, and so
injured yourself.
Right, so you have something to protect your staff against that injury, so they're not stuck without work and so on. That's another one that's really popular. But one of our most popular, I could say, in our office for now, really and truly, is the home and the car.
The home and car insurance.
Yeah, those are our big pullers in the office, I should say.
Why should one get insurance, insure their real estate property? Why should one do that?
Well, because really and truly, when you purchase your property or you build, you're making an investment.
A big investment.
A huge investment. And as you would know, when you make such investments, you must protect your investment.
A wise person would do that.
A wise person. A lot of people would say they don't need insurance. They've had their house for several years, nothing has happened.
Yes.
You don't think you need it until something happens, and when that time happens, it's too late to say I need insurance. It's always wise to take, because you never know what can happen, and God forbid we have another Erica or another situation like that. You can have the security of knowing that anything that comes, you will be taken care of. You will be all right, because at the end of the day, you spend X amount of money to build your property. You don't insure it. Anything happens to you, it's upon you now to fix it and build that property back. It's on you. It's all on your shoulders.
And sometimes most times events happen when it is really at a time when you are not in a position convenient.
It's really and that's one of the main points of having insurance, because I mean, whenever the situation occurs, you know that you have something to back you up. You know that you have something to get you to
take you over that period,
right? And give you a step to move forward, rather, like I said, than stand there wondering how you're going to do this, what you're going to do next, or say, if I had realized. So it's to your best benefit to insure your property. And if you don't want to insure your contents and you figure there are things you can replace that easily,
without,
that's fine. But your house, at least, and your property, you spend so much money and you invest in that. This is your livelihood. You should protect it. It's at the end of the day, it's really about peace of mind.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Real Estate Talk. And should you have a question are you open to receive any questions?
We maybe quickly.
Yes.
Time is,
if you want to have a question asked to Nigel, you can ask him at 449-3095 or 96. Tell us about, so if you want to ask a question, you can do that right now at 449-3096 or 3095. Erica, Tropical Storm Erica.
Yes.
Tell us about the claims. How many claims? Did you have any claims for Erica?
Yes, we had a few claims. For Erica. Thankfully, we did not have a lot of damages to our clients, but we had a few, and we handled that rather quickly. I mean, about 4 days after Tropical Storm Erica, our team. 4 days after Tropical Storm Erica, our team was in Dominica, and we had already begun to assess some of the damages. I can bring the two clients that came to mind. One is Miss Thomas, Miss Patricia Thomas in Coptall, and another one was Miss Yvonne Clark. And I think the team arrived in 4 days. Within 3 days after arriving, We had settled Miss Thomas. We compensated her for damages which she incurred through the river.
We have a call. Caller, good morning. Good morning, caller, and you're listening to. Welcome to Real Estate Talk. Pose your question, please.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I'm not hearing it. I guess we get caught us. So you say that for your claims, you did had some claims, not a lot.
No, we didn't have that many.
But your clients are satisfied.
The clients are very satisfied. I think if by doing the math, I would say about 6 days after Erica, we were settling claims.
6 days after.
6 days after, because the team arrived 4 days. They arrived by boat. And immediately we set out to do work. We went to all our major clients and gave everybody that personal touch and made sure everybody was all right. And we gave them also that sense of reassurance that, they really felt that when they were really in safe hands with us, because we spoke to everybody, made sure everything was okay. We helped where we could. We even brought water.
You brought water.
Water and supplies to I think the villages of Grand Bay and one other place I can't recall, but we brought supplies. So we also did
community service
whilst we were
taking care of
our clients. So.
Okay, we are in the hurricane season, and we have Erica is still fresh,
very much
in our mind, and we are looking. Should your client see an increase in the policies or what's happening in that area? Because the hurricane season is coming, and we are told that we are still very, very vulnerable. Look at on Saturday.
Yes, I understand. Yes, we are still vulnerable because there are certain places where things have not really gone back to pre-Erica stages, let's say. But that's not going to affect your premium. We're not going to raise premiums because we are afraid that there might be a storm. Okay. That's not what it's about. Your premiums will stay the same. What I can advise people to do in this hurricane season is go around your property, assess your property, look for trees that might be too close to your roof. Clean up around your general area.
Yes.
And get your property ready for the hurricane season.
Yeah, go into that. Give us more tips as an insurance agent. Give us some tips as to how to prepare from an insurance standpoint.
From an insurance standpoint, like I said, when you check your roof, make sure your roof is okay. If it's galvanized and shingles, all your shingles are secured properly. If you have large trees around your property, make sure they're not too close to your building, so that in event that the wind may topple the tree or break a branch, that it doesn't impact your building. If you have overbearing branches, large branches, it's also good time to trim your trees. Be on the lookout for electrical lines around your house. Know where your fire extinguishers are. Have a safe room for everybody to hide out in. Also have a safety evacuation plan. If you're in an area close to a river, which as we have seen through Erica, that we cannot pay a blind eye to the river anymore.
Any little drop of water, we can't even play blind eyes.
Exactly. So it would be a wise idea to maybe make an evacuation plan between you and your family, and everybody should know this. So in the event that anything happens, that once you say move at a moment's notice, everybody knows where to go, everybody knows what to do.
But you did not say one thing.
What's that?
Pay your policy. Ensure that it is active.
Well, that's supposed to be common sense. Well, that is true, and we would hope everybody would realize that before the
ensure as the hurricane season, ensure that your policy is paid, so that when you say, "Oh my goodness, I have insurance," and not realize it could be a day late.
That is true. So that has happened when you get so accustomed to the daily routine of life that the date passes you. So that too, you're very right. On the approach of hurricanes, is also make sure your policy is in place and everything is safe and you are up to date. That's a very important.
So pull out that policy and look at. If you don't understand it, come to your office and
you know what, if
discuss it with you.
You could actually go to www.massey in short, I believe it was www.masseyunitedinsurance.com. You would also be able to find on that website our hurricane tips. We have a long list of different tips which would be too numerous to mention right now. That you could also get further information on how to prepare yourself for the hurricane season, because it is very important to that is what helps mitigate any sort of damage you will get, because if you're not prepared, the slightest wind could take anything from you. Yeah.
And it only takes one little thing to
that's all.
To change.
That's all. Just a piece of galvanized you have lying around. The wind takes that, send that through your window,
and that's it. That's the beginning of the destruction.
Really and truly, take care of your property before the hurricane season. Make sure that your property is in order. It is clean. You don't have any debris around. So in the event of anything, you do not have that to worry about. You know you're safe.
But I was just thinking, you may do that, but your neighbor now.
That's where we can't. I mean, I suppose if you're seen doing that, the neighbors around you might question, and you can also go ahead and tell them, well, the season is coming. I'm doing this so that
you don't necessarily need to explain that it's because I want an event for insurance thing. But let us take care of the neighborhood. And
it's hurricane season. I just want to get this debris out of my yard and just so that it doesn't cause a problem. And you can advise them to do the same, because at the end of the day, it's your neighborhood, it's your community, so we take care of each other. And
everybody would benefit, because when you do that, when we keep the neighborhood clean, the value of your property goes up.
I was just about to hit that point, because I was just about to tell you that also helps with your real estate, because your neighborhood is always well kept.
So it's not the name of the area, but is the neighborhood, how we keep the area.
It's really the people. It's how
the people.
Yeah, if you keep your neighborhood clean, the neighborhood will be a very nice, clean neighborhood.
So it's not because you say, well, I from that area, automatically means that area is a shamble area. It's the behavior,
of the
people.
In the community.
Because all of us, if we change to a positiveness, that behavior could change, and our property value can go.
I guess you would say, if we put pride into our property, always keep it clean. Don't leave if you have a broken down car, just parked in front of your house, derelict,
and hoping one day a miracle will happen, like somebody would just come and fix it.
And a lot of people don't realize that all those things actually do bring down the value of your real estate.
Yeah. What are some of the things people need to know when applying for real estate? What insurance? What is it for home insurance? What is it that they need to provide to you?
Well, the actual process is really very simple. Yeah, I mean, what you do is you would come into our office with your most recent property valuation. So you have your property assessed so that you have adequate insurance. Because I notice sometimes what we have a problem with, some people are underinsured.
Yeah.
Some people are underinsured, whereas they started off the house at one value and they've done work to it and it's appreciated. They've not had it reassessed. So then we have the original value, and then when a situation occurs in a hurricane or a fire, or a fire comes about, and they say, well, the house was worth this.
Let's say $10,000.
After you made all your adjustments and your add-ons, but
it becomes 80,000.
Right. But we have
10,000.
You registered it for 10,000, and the insurance is going to be based upon 10,000. So that's why it's always good to keep your house reevaluated, know the current value of your house,
property.
That way that you will always be adequately reinsured, because then you will find a situation where, and that's why you find sometimes people will say things that like
bad
insurance is not fair, because some they insured for one amount, but they've done work, they've improved the property, they've never gone back to have it reassessed. And it's only after the incident, when they have it reassessed, now they say, but my house is worth 80,000, and I expect to get compensated for that.
Well, when I sell the real estate, they say, I want that amount. They say, I want value for my property, which is right. But to insure it, they want to undervalued
right.
because of the payment that has to be made.
But you're doing yourself a major
disservice,
and that because when it comes to the point where you need that insurance now, it's not going to be adequate, and then you're going to turn around and say, well, the insurance company is not treating you fair.
And that's why you get a lot of bad talk, bad mouthing of the insurance.
So that's why we encourage people to make sure you every so often reevaluate your property, make sure you know the value of your property, make sure you're adequately insured. So once you have that most recent value valuation, you come in with that. If you want to, some people just want to do the outside, just the building, just the house. Some don't want to do the
content.
Some people want to do the house and this little shed they have in the yard. So you make sure you adequately value all these things. You have your content. You come with your list, your list of your contents and your values. I would even advise people now. Before many years ago, I lived in Florida, and hurricane season is very popular up there. When hurricane summertime comes around, sometimes you find a couple of storms coming. So what I started doing, because I had insurance on my apartment, on the stuff in my apartment. So what I started doing was, they advised me to do is, just before a storm, you take pictures of what you have.
Oh, so take pictures.
So you can take pictures of your content, so that you have an adequate representation of what was in your house.
Before.
So in the event of a loss, you know exactly
what you're looking at
and what you have left. So all these are good ideas to use, and also what. One of the things you need to do, what's the use of your property? Because when you come for insurance, you come to insure your property. What are you using your property for?
Is it residential?
Right, is it residential, commercial? Are you running a business?
Right.
So
the commercial is the running the business. Then. Right. So is there different fees for commercial and for residential property?
There will be different things would apply to that, because because a commercial property would, let's say, you would have equipment. There's more people coming in and out.
Right, and there's a risk for liability or injury.
There's also risk for more risk for fire. And so on. Again, depends on the kind of business you have. If you're running a kitchen, then you can say yes. But if you're running a little office, you have.
So based on the commercial activity, the insurance would be built or proposed.
Right. So that. Based on that. So and then so those would be the main things you would when you come to us you would have.
Do you visit the property?
Yeah, we do visit the property from time to time. Depend also with certain situations. If it's in an area we're not used to, we'll visit to see what the area is like, and
in terms of the land,
the terrain, what's around, close to a river,
on the cliff. All of that.
It's not. We're not saying that because of those things you will
not get insurance.
But it's for our knowledge to know
what is your risk that you are taking on.
Right.
Okay. So, because somebody can say, "I'm on the cliff, but let me go get an insurance." And if you don't come, you may say, "Well, that's a fast."
Because it could be built right on a riverbank, and you say, "I have a house in Canefield." Okay, is it? Yeah, where's your house? It's in Canefield. And you're not aware that it's right there, so you yourself cannot advise the person properly, which is another thing too, because depending on where I could advise you. I could advise you to take some extra coverage, but it's to your benefit. You might say it's extra cost, but it's extra precaution.
Okay,
that's what it is.
Okay, so we are advising people the hurricane season is here on us, and we are advising people to ensure that your policy number one is up to date. And if you don't have insurance and you're thinking about it, please go ahead, visit
the website, visit our offices, come and talk to us.
And who are we?
We are Mass United Insurance, and we have 3 branches within Roseau. The first one, I am from CM Jupini Inc., which is located on 20 Hanover Street, which is just behind Courts opposite Whitchurch. The other one is JB Charles on Cork Street, which everybody would know as the FedEx office. So it's right there in the FedEx office. And the third branch is just across the street at LA Jupini, upstairs of Pirates. So you have 3 offices right there within Roseau. So you can stop in and visit any one of them. We'd be more than happy to help you and answer your questions.
Okay. So for more info, or you can visit the website at www.marcyunitedinsurance.com. Nigel, thank you so much for being with me on Real Estate Talk.
Thank you very much for having me this morning, and thank you to all the listeners out there for listening.
And this has been another edition of Real Estate Talk. I'm your host, Marian Johnfin, the real estate lady, the best source for all your real estate needs. Should you need my real estate service, I'm a real estate agent. You may visit my website at diamondrealtyda.com or call me on 225-2121. Until next time, be blessed.